afternoon and welcome everyone, members of the new class of 2024 and your families and friends, as well as all of our colleagues joining us virtually today. I have the pleasure of serving as your MC for this event. I'm Dr. Leslie Sprunger, Associate Dean for Professional Programs in the WSU College of Veterinary Medicine, and by the way, a graduate of the WSU College of Veterinary Medicine from the class of 1987. For those of you who may not know, our regional program is based on cooperative agreements involving the states of Washington, Idaho, Montana, and Utah. The resulting program provides outstanding training for veterinary students while capitalizing on the unique strengths and opportunities available at WSU, Utah State University, and Montana State University. Students from Washington and Idaho spend all 4 years here in Pullman. The Montana-based group of 11 students will spend their first year in Bozeman, Montana, and then join the group in Pullman for years 2 through 4 of the program. The Utah-based contingent of about 30 students will spend their first 2 years in Logan and then migrate to Pullman for years 3 and 4. For anyone who is wondering, the resulting name of this program is pronounced WEMU. The state between Washington and Montana is pronounced Idaho. Nevertheless, the abbreviation for our program is pronounced WEMU, and I cannot offer any particular logical explanation for that. At this point, I'd like to introduce a video from 2 of our recent graduates, Jacqueline Alford, currently an associate at Cy-Fair Animal Hospital in Cypress, Texas, and Bridget Butler, an emergency and critical care intern at Wheat Ridge in Denver, Colorado.
Welcome, Washington State University College of Veterinary Medicine, class of 2024. My name is Jacqueline Alford.
And I'm Bridget Butler.
And we are graduates from the recent class of 2020. We are here today to welcome you to the best, most challenging career of your lives. Congratulations. You did it, and you should be very proud of yourselves. I'm sure there are a lot of questions and concerns you have moving into this next phase of your life, and not just about where the anatomy lab is. It's a very stressful time with a global pandemic and starting vet school all at the same time. I ask that you sit back, take a deep breath, and remember how you got here. The opportunity to enter this field at this time is incredible. WSU will take care of you, and you will get through this crazy time together. My words of advice are to be kind to others, relax, and know that it is always okay to ask for help. You are never alone in this field.
And I want to remind you all of one of the most important core values of the Washington State University College of Veterinary Medicine, community. Even with everything going on, I urge you to connect with each other and form your own unique community within your class. These people will be the ones who will help you through some of the most demanding and rewarding years of your life. Jackie and I became friends during first year, and our friendship will last the rest of our lives. Even with Jackie in Texas, and I am working in Colorado, we still find time to connect, and we lean on each other every day. These people are your colleagues and friends, and they will be the ones that you turn to in the future. We are so proud of you, and we look forward to working with you in this amazing profession. You made it. Good luck.
And go Cougs.
Thank you, Jacqueline and Bridget. I do want to say a few words about the origin of this particular event. The Columbia University Medical School held the first white coat ceremony for new medical students in 1993. The point was to impress upon students, physicians, and the public the important symbolic role of the white coat in patient-doctor interactions. The white coat is not a symbol of how super busy and important the doctor is, but rather that the primary responsibility of the physician is to attend to the needs of the patient. Conferring the white coat at the beginning of training is an opportunity for us to explicitly articulate core professional values in the company of your peers, family, faculty, and other colleagues. The concept resonated and spread quite rapidly among the health professional programs. The first white coat ceremony at WSU was in 1999 for the veterinary class of 2003. Our version of this ceremony serves as a formal welcome to the profession and is the culmination of a busy week of orientation activities for the incoming first-year students. Each student has received a white coat generously donated by the Idaho, Montana, Utah, and Washington State Veterinary Medical Associations. As you can see, if you're with one of our incoming students right now, or will see shortly as we introduce our students, the coats are indeed white, and right now they're very clean and wrinkle-free. They may not stay that way, and many of you may ultimately spend more time in scrubs, coveralls, plaid shirts, jeans, and cowboy boots, or brightly colored smocks with or without your favorite cartoon characters on them. It doesn't really matter. The symbolism holds true of approaching each client and patient fully focused on their particular needs and unique situation. Before I proceed with introductions, I'd just like to acknowledge that events like this don't happen by magic. So I'd like to express our appreciation for the very hard work of the CVM admissions team, as well as Rob Baker, Scott Vick, and the rest of the crew from WSU Academic Outreach and Innovation in helping us put this all together and making it look like we know what we're doing here this afternoon. Now I'd like to introduce the people who would be on stage with me if we were doing this in person, and I was in fact on a stage rather than standing in my office. On screen with me now first are our new Dean of the College of Veterinary Medicine, Dr. Dori Borgeson, and Dr. Patricia Talcott, Director of Admissions for the WEMU Regional Program in Veterinary Medicine. Joining us virtually from Utah and Montana, we also have some additional dignitaries, again, who would be on stage with us if we were on stage. Dr. Ken White, Dean of the College of Agriculture and Applied Sciences at Utah State University. Dr. Dirk Vanderwall, Associate Dean of the School of Veterinary Medicine, Utah State University. And Dr. Mark Quinn, Director of the Montana Cooperative Veterinary Medicine Program at Montana State University. In addition, we would be normally hosting our representatives from the State Veterinary Medical Associations, shown here on this slide. Dr. Gary Marshall, President of the Washington State Veterinary Medical Association. Dr. Kathy Panozzo, Vice President of the Idaho VMA. Dr. Ed Peretti, President of the Montana VMA, who will be sharing some words with us a bit later in the program. And Dr. Jamie Griffith, President of the Utah Veterinary Medical Association. Now I'd like to invite Dean Borgeson to share a few words with you.
Hello. Welcome, class of 2024. I'd also like to extend a warm welcome to families and loved ones of our new students. Thank you for supporting their ongoing journey to become veterinarians. And thank you, faculty and staff, for joining in this important ceremony. So class of 2024, we've met a few times already, and I hope you're all refreshed after your orientation. Rather than talking about myself, which I've done a lot, or the college, or the role of the softer skills associated with being a great professional, I thought I would spend some time today introducing you, who it is exactly that we are welcoming into our profession. As befits a group of students coming largely from the West, not exclusively, we welcome everybody. Many of you enjoy hiking, fishing, walking outdoors, biking, and skiing. As befits a group of students that have a common connection to animals, you enjoy animal activities. These include dog training, dog agility, cattle herding, team roping, cattle breeding, and well riding, horses, that is. There's at least 13 of you, and I suspect there are many more. I'm particularly interested in this number as my own daughter is an equestrian. It is in her blood. The time she spends with horses erases all of the drama of high school. As a mix of millennials and Gen Zers, you prefer Netflix and YouTube to things like cable TV. You're very well connected and fully comprehend digital technology like none of your previous generations. You are a group of well-rounded students. You love cooking and baking, yoga, spending time with family, photography. You have a surfer in your class, swing dancing, and the arts, including watercolors, quilting, and embroidery. Some of you are accomplished musicians, including the ukulele and the flute. And in your class, you have a pilot, at least one beekeeper, and you have a judo expert who competed for the United States, as well as a black belt in Taekwondo. And I'm just saying, you may want those particular people on your side. Unfortunately, there are a few of you that love beaches and retail therapy, and to my knowledge, these are not readily available in Pullman, Logan, or Bozeman. Some of you are multilingual and speak languages that include Bulgarian, German, Korean, and Spanish. Your collections include rubber ducks and stamp cards from coffee shops in Pullman. There are at least 3 of you that are twins. You have a colleague who grew up on a family campground, a colleague that grew up at a zoo, and a number of colleagues grew up on dairy farms. Your ideas for de-stressing and managing the intensity are all great, really. You know your good places. Most involve the outdoors, pets, family, friends, exercise, organization. I particularly like that one. As it always is, some of you are going to seek solitude, and others will surround themselves with energy and friends. There is no right way, just your way. You are an interesting, diverse group of people. As you've heard from Dr. Sprunger, the White Coat Ceremony is a rite of passage. It welcomes you as veterinary students into the medical profession. It's very weighty stuff, and you are ready. As I told you when we first met in Cole, you are here for a reason, and today we welcome you with open arms into our profession. It is now my pleasure to introduce Patrick Krinke. Patrick is one of our very engaged third-year students. He hails from Idaho and is interested in small animal medicine with a recent passion for nutrition. He's very active as a SAVMA rep and as the social rep for the class of 2022. So with that, Patrick Krinke.
Welcome to the WeMove family class of 2024. It brings me happiness today to see so many bright young minds continue to join this wonderful profession. My name is Patrick Krinke, and I'm a third-year veterinary student in the WeMove program. I'm excited to share my perspective on why the WeMove program is so unique and how the opportunity it provides will lead you to becoming the best veterinarian you can be. Now is a special time in your life as you undertake a rigorous and stressful challenge. All of you have worked your butts off to get where you are now, but the fun is only just beginning. You're joining a community of professionals whose primary directive is to help. And guess what? There's a reason you're here. All of you love to care. And one huge benefit of the WeMove program is that the culture here is built to foster and direct that energy into community, support, and cooperation. Having the opportunity to work with, understand the perspective of, and develop connections with individuals who love animals just as much as you from Montana, Utah, Idaho, and Washington helps us build this network of veterinarians, one which you will help piece together and generate trust with over the next few years. There will be late nights of studying, anxious test mornings, and labs where you will be dead tired. And it's during those times you will have the support from your peers. Veterinary medicine is a team game, and this program helps instill the skills of valuing the work of others, looking for and accepting assistance from others when offered, and building camaraderie through ever-improving communication. You will have the opportunity to work with your peers from Logan and Bozeman, and establishing and building rapport with them now will help pay off down the line. Your profession is a smaller world than you may think, and there may be opportunities in the future where many of you will work together. An interconnected web of veterinarians who care not only about their patients and clients, but also extensively about their fellow professionals who are out there grinding through every day to ensure the health and safety of animals across the world. That is the dream of the WeMove program, and I'm happy to say it's got me as a supporter. I encourage you all to build friendly relationships with your classmates these next 4 years and support one another to continue to carry the torch of the WeMove program forward. United together as one veterinary community, we can change the world.
Hello again. Thank you, Patrick. That was lovely. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Ed Peretti, the current president of the Montana Veterinary Medical Association. Dr. Peretti is a proud alumni of the WSU College of Veterinary Medicine class of 1986. Since graduation, he has been serving generations of pets and their owners in Butte, Montana at Amherst Animal Hospital. Dr. Peretti's professional interests include orthopedics, surgery, dermatology, theriogenology, and endocrinology. Dr. Peretti would like to share some virtual words of encouragement and advice to our students. Welcome, Dr. Peretti.
I'm honored today to be in your presence and wish you the greatest of congratulations on your entrance to the Washington State University College of Veterinary Medicine class of 2024. It's a great honor for me as I'm Dr. Ed Peretti, the president of the Montana State Veterinary Medical Association, and I am here representing organized medicine as we know it, and that would include all of my colleagues from the WEMU program, Washington, Idaho, Montana, and Utah, and all other organized veterinary medicine, including state, local, regional, and world organizations and specialty groups. Organized medicine is important to all of us. It's how we communicate as a group, how we protect our Practice Act. Often it's a form of continuing education provided through numerous means, online, in person. And almost more importantly, it's a way for us as colleagues to get together. Meetings are a fun place to get together with your classmates and other colleagues, share your knowledge, share your heartaches, laugh about things that were good and didn't work so good. So on behalf of all of us representing organized medicine, we encourage you to join up. And in your years at Washington State, there's plenty of ancillary associated groups that you can join. And then when you graduate, please reach out to us and come join us. It will keep us all strong in the future. We're definitely stronger as a group than we are as individuals. I recognize you're all here today because not because of a lack of commitment. You all have that. The successes you've created for yourself, the hard work, and all of that is tremendous, and I applaud you for that. But now it's time to settle in and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Many hard years and have culminated in this acceptance to veterinary college, and you're going to find this is going to be some of the most enjoyable time of your life. My best friends in life came through veterinary school, and that's what I think you're going to enjoy. It's a continuation of a lifelong process. Many of you have been dreaming of this for years, and now it finally comes to fruition. So congratulations on that. You should be proud of yourselves. And as we always are looking forward to the new classes. They're invigorating for us, and they keep the profession alive and well. I challenge you to immerse yourself in veterinary school. It's a tremendous time where all of a sudden you are learning because you want to and not because you need to. And I find that to be the greatest part of veterinary school is that everything there I wanted to know. Most of the things previous to that, maybe not so much. But it's awesome to be actually learning things that you know you're going to put to use for the rest of your life. There's a bit of fear, anxiety, and stress, and even some failure comes along the way, but do not fear that. Thrive on that. Use that to help you learn. I still, to this day, walk into surgery after 35 years and have some of those same fears and anxieties, but they help you. They will push you along. They'll make you a better doctor. And I know that in the years to come, you're going to all be great doctors. It's a daily reminder that how fortunate we are to be able to do what we do. I walk into the office every day and I almost have to pinch myself because I can't believe that I was given the opportunity to do this profession that I'm in. Veterinary medicine rewards you in so many ways, and it's very unusual to have a career that you love. There's very few people in the world that have that opportunity, and you are the selected few that do. In 4 short years, you're going to be doctors of veterinary medicine. You'll be changing lives. You'll receive some gratification from clients that will go on and on. The things you do for the clients and their pets are going to be amazing. Your interest started with animals, but be assured your success will only continue with a great deal of work and respect for the client. It's the human side that really matters how you succeed in this profession. And I think it's worth repeating that, and it's been said many times, but a client does not care how much you know. A client knows how much you care. And I remind myself of that constantly because we tend to get big heads in this occupation. I mean, why not? We are elite. We're at the top of many intelligent scores, and yet we still forget the basics of what we do, and that is caring for people and animals. Caring's stressful. I don't deny that. It does add a lot of stress to your life. It takes a lot of personal energy to care, but that's what we do, and that's what we're here for. But the energy is fed back by the satisfaction you get from helping clients and literally saving lives. And so it's all brought back in the end. In a short time, you'll have generations of clients that are deeply appreciative of you, and they will appreciate you and want your presence in their lives for a long time. I have 6 things that I've thought about that I tend to remind myself a lot. It's helped me through my career and hopefully maybe with yours. I always tell, particularly new veterinarians, ask for and expect great mentorship. I see it so often after doing this for 35 years that a lot of veterinarians start out with the wrong people, and that's a bad start, and it affects them throughout their career. So go out and look for and expect to find a great mentor and use them and take advantage of them. Don't just take a position in life because. Make it count. The other point I'd like to make is that show empathy for those that are less fortunate. Often in life, it's easy to get high and mighty, and we forget about those that have less. And we have an opportunity in this profession to treat all different class of people. And so treat them all equally. And I think that will be rewarding to you too. Expect chaos. There is no perfect veterinary world. It's always chaotic, and that's part of the life we enjoy. It's what keeps it exciting. It's why we can go to a meeting or call our friends and tell jokes. It really is part of what makes our career great. Remember, failures happen, and learn from them. That's the best you can do. It's nothing against you. If you think about the number of things that you have to know to be in this profession, it's a wonder we don't have more failures. But we do. We have some. They're often minor, and they should not let us down because that's what helps us thrive. And another thing I like to remind people is that medicine has always been more of an art than a science. Don't get hung up on the science part of it. It's what we learn, and that's what helps us in the profession. But the bottom line is there's still a lot of art to what we do. Your way may be different than someone else's way. Often, it will get the job done. So just do a good job. And then be kind to your support staff and the people around you. I think it's a problem in our profession as it is in most medical professions. We tend to get a little high and mighty with ourselves and feel like we're more important than we really are. And I would argue that most of my support staff is probably more passionate about veterinary medicine than myself. So try and remember that. They are there for a reason. It isn't because of money, as you know. And they work hard, and they really do excel at what they do. And if you ask your clients, often they'll like your support staff better than you. So remember that as you go forward. And the last thing I like to remind people about is, how do you become a great leader? Because in our profession, we're expected to be leaders. But in fact, many of us aren't great leaders. But you can become a great leader by being a great follower. Follow people that you respect and that you can know the way forward. And in the end, that will make you a great leader. don't rush for the top. Listen more, talk less, and eventually you'll be there. So look around yourselves. Look at the people around you. This new class of 2024, these are going to be all of your friends. These are going to be lifetime friends. They're your new family. Get to know them, enjoy them, and cherish them. The next 4 years is very short, so enjoy every moment of it. It will be the greatest years of your life. I guarantee that. So from all of the associations, Washington, Idaho, Montana, and Utah, we wish you the best going forward, and have a great 4 years, you guys.
Thank you, Dr. Peretti. It is now my pleasure to present the veterinary class of 2024. To the members of the class of 2024, the College of Veterinary Medicine maintains high academic standards and expects its students to exhibit impeccable moral, ethical, and professional standards of conduct. You have been approved by the faculty of our college to begin your pursuit of the degree of Doctor of Veterinary Medicine. It is our pleasure to symbolize this approval by presenting each of you a white laboratory coat. These coats have been provided by veterinary practitioners and individual donors throughout the states of Washington, Idaho, Montana, and Utah as an indication of their support for you and of our veterinary medical program. This ceremony, together with the events of this week, marks the beginning of your path towards joining the time-honored and revered veterinary profession. It is now time for the virtual presentation of the white coats by Dr. Patricia Talcott.
Morgan Julaine Abrams. Cordelia Arabella Alexander Leader. Emily Mae Austin. Julia Renee Bagshaw. Lindsay Nicole Bailey. Victoria Hope Bamer Garner. Tawny Willa Barfus. Sarah Ashley Bayless. Matea Beal. Sarah Elizabeth Beebe. Casey Ellis Beksinski. Kevin Barry. Megan Elizabeth Biggs. Randa Elizabeth Bowler. Jessica Caitlin Border. Clint Benjamin Bradbeer. Alexandria Bronson. Ashley Brown. Ariana Quevin Calvin. Ty Bradley Carpenter. Parker Matthew Sendejas. Coulter Thomas Christian. Rachel Klaus Walker. Delaney Barbara Clem. Henry Walter Klinger. Ella Mariah Cowendwolf. Katie Sue. Chad Michael Dardis. Xiao Ding. Britt J. Dixon. Jennifer Haley Doles. Margaret Downer. Courtney Lee Durfee. Lily Elder. Nadine Gonzalez Encarnacion. Stephanie Urdez. Rianne Elizabeth Erickson. Logan David Esplin. Brooke Heather Fairbanks. Carolyn Diana Fisher. Matthew David Folland. Cassidy Alexis Freeman. Natalie Victoria Godinez. Hannah Grant. Allison May Groff. Ayana Christian Groner. Mattis Grupa. Greta K. Gustafson. Luis Mauricio Gutierrez. Yeji Emily Han. Jessica Dawn Wilson Hanaumi. Cody Harris. Sarah Elizabeth Heine. Holly Rose Hinant. Catherine Lynn Hoke. Kendra Danielle Holler. Nicole Mary Howry. Brittany Huffman. Tucker Ron Hurd. Frederick Kenneth Johnson. Brandon Dale Jones. Laura Jo Carr. Sarah Kenyon. Joshua Youngjae Kim. Morgan King. Georgiana Emily Kostov. Jillian Lake. Jessica Lee. Michaelina Ann Leithhead. Michaela Noel Lemons. Travis Lenson. Kelly Liebers. Thomas Anthonson Lindgren. Emma Pearl Loney. Reed James Lutz. Heather Elizabeth Lynn. Cimarron Jace Madred. Jacob Malik. Riley Marie Mast. Clara Jean Maxim. Carol Grace Maxwell Majors. Kendra Michelle McLean. Claire Marie Merchant. Brian Harry Mitchell. Haley Gray Cross Momani. Grace Kathleen Montgomery. Garrett William Mussman. Maria Nguyen. Lindsay Marissa Noggles. Megan A. Nyquist. Elise Marie Osmek. Chase William Pockner. Elijah Payros. Kayla Peterson. Emma Lorenzen Finney. Matthew Michael Rafferty. Madison Ray Rawls. Olivia Riblet. Haley Rose Saccone. Molly Kathleen Satterwhite. Taylor Nicole Schmierbach. Ashley Schmidt. Tiffany Taylor Schroeder. Stephanie
Ko'o aloha onaka ia ia.
Scoville. Taylor Lynn Celine. Lynn Tennille Short. Caroline Sir. Max Alexander Sitfer. Agatha Scarbeck, Sarah Smith, Megan Renee Sohn, Nicole Sorensen, Liza Zenger Sperry, Claire Elizabeth Stein, Samantha Ray Swigard, Macy Tanaka, Janelle Catherine Thomas, Lindsay Alexandra Torpy, Catherine Nicole Trepanier, Madison Marie Tripp, Mara Trostel, Michael G. Turley, Bryn Udy, Angela Marie Vranken, Taisha Marie Waters, Tanya Marie Weber, John Winston Wygand, Mariko Ray White, Victoria Rose Whitworth, Cassidy Renee Wiley, Shelby Cruzan Williams, Sarah Marie Winkler, Catherine Claire Wishon, Jordan Woodbury, Ashley Ann Wright, Jessica Midori Yamauchi, Cody Francis Yike, Elvira Zaripova,
Will the members of the class of 2024 join me in reciting the veterinary student oath as it is printed on the back of your program? As a veterinary student in the WEMU Regional Program in Veterinary Medicine, I promise to work conscientiously to develop my scientific and medical knowledge and skills for the benefit of society through the protection of animal health, the relief of animal suffering, the conservation of animal resources, the promotion of public health, and the advancement of medical knowledge. Throughout my time here as a student, I will conduct myself with dignity and professionalism and in keeping with the principles of veterinary medical ethics. I accept as a lifelong obligation the continual improvement of my professional knowledge and competence. It is now our honor to officially congratulate the WEMU Regional Program in Veterinary Medicine class of 2024 with a virtual round of applause. We will now hear some words of wisdom from Dr. Marty Becker, WSU class of 1980.
Hi, I'm Dr. Marty Becker, America's veterinarian. You'll see in a minute that I'm not America's trainer. I'm on network TV for 26 years in New York City. I've written 23 books. I've sold over 9 million copies, had 3 New York Times bestsellers. Started out with Chicken Soup for the Pet Lover Soul. That led to appearance on Good Morning America. That led to a syndicated column. That led to going on the Dr. Oz show and so on. It's funny, I went to veterinary school to be a dairy practitioner, Washington State University's College of Veterinary Medicine in 1976. I was in the back of the room for the orientation and the dean gave a talk on the human-animal bond, and guess what? My dairy career lasted 30 minutes because I volunteered for the People-Pet Partnership that matched elderly people with homeless pets. And while I was there, Leo Bustad indoctrinated me into the human-animal bond and the healing power of pets, and that led to Chicken Soup for the Pet Lover Soul. It's all about this bond that we celebrate, protect, and nurture as veterinarians. Your dog, the owner's manual, your cat, the owner's manual, the ultimate horse lover. By the way, we do have another veterinarian come out and take care of our horses because they scare me a little bit. The ultimate bird lover, the healing power of pets, Fitness Unleashed. These are about the human-animal health connection. Our latest book, From Fearful to Fear-Free. So here, this little farm boy from southern Idaho, 23 years old in Pullman at veterinary school, ends up being America's veterinarian because of the phenomenal education I got there. We've got this doll here. I was going to hear some barking here probably. This is Vet the Victim. And a lot of you go to school and you've been told by people, oh, you should have gone to med school. You should have gone to dental school. You shouldn't have been a veterinarian. You're going to be mired in debt. Bull. They're all listening. You know what? Listen, you can be financially successful and emotionally wealthy in the greatest profession on earth, and I'm proof of that. You look up here, you see this amazing bunch of awards that I've won as a veterinarian, but the #1 award that's most important to me is the Bustad Award. That is for the Companion Animal Veterinarian of the Year. That is the most prestigious award you can win in veterinary medicine, and it's named after Leo Bustad, the Dean, famed Dean of Washington State University College of Veterinary Medicine, and your lockers are going to be in Bustad Hall. Congratulations for joining all of us in the greatest profession on earth.
Thank you very much, Dr. Becker. Well, that concludes the 2020 White Coat Ceremony. Thank you all for being here this afternoon. Thanks to the students for doing such a great job of showing us something about themselves in their photos. And thank you again to the state VMAs for their ongoing support. Congratulations once again to the new class of 2024. Have a safe, lovely, and healthy evening. Mask up and go Cougs.